All right, let me share that with you. So, it's interesting. I had quite some experiences in my first year when I was in practice. So this was probably, I would have been about 3 months in practice. And it was a quiet day. Yeah. I think that day I had 6 people booked in. Okay, so I'd grown, and I get the call in the morning. It's a hotel. It's an Intercontinental Hotel.
Got it.
And they're calling, and we have a relationship with them where whenever travelers come, they often call us to people can come and get adjusted.
Great.
But this time, whenever they call and it's like a celebrity, they wouldn't necessarily come out to the practice. They'd be like, "Can you come to the hotel?"
Sure. Yeah, great.
So we get the call out in the morning. Hey, we've got somebody that is pretty high level, and they can't come out to the practice. Are you able to come to the practice? Of course, I was the quietest guy at that point in the practice, so I was like, I'm available.
Cool.
So all day I'm thinking, who is this person? Who's it going to be, right? Like, is it going to be somebody that I don't know? Or I've got no clue. And so off I go. About 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I go to Intercontinental, rock up to the concierge, and they go, okay, you're the chiropractor. Oh, okay. And their tone changes. All right, just come with me this way. So they take me to this private office, and they're like, okay, so there is a celebrity upstairs, and they're talking really quiet, even though we're in a private room. They're like, and this guy's pretty high profile. This person's pretty high profile, Mr. X. And
really,
that's
Mr.
what
X?
they said. They call him Mr. X, right?
Yeah.
They're like, Mr. X, pretty high profile. He's on top floor. We're going to take you to the presidential suite.
Okay.
Now, I've done my Google research, right? Google's a wonderful thing. And, presidential suite Intercontinental in Sydney, it's like people like Oprah Winfrey have stayed there, right? It's like Dr. Oz has stayed there. It's like presidents of the United States have stayed there. So I was like, okay.
Dr. Bobby.
Yeah, now Dr. Bobby's going there, right? And so with my 6 patients a day. And so, I show up and they go in the elevator and she presses this key, opens up this latch, and it opens up a floor that's not available. It's got like 22 floors, and this extra latch opens up, which is a presidential floor. So she presses that. I'm going up the lift, and this lady, when I'm about 15 floors up, goes, okay, so Mr. X is actually, and I was like, okay, got it. So the door opens up and the lift opens up into the suite. You walk into this corridor. It's like a dark black box, and she walks in with me, and there's a door there, and she knocks on this door and then just jumps back into the lift. And I'm like, oh gee, what a way to bail on me, right?
Gosh, yeah.
And so I'm walking in, and I'm like, long corridor, like, where is it? Like, where is he? There's no one in here. And then it just opens up into this beautiful view of like all of Sydney. It's like 180 degree view. Amazing.
Lovely.
And all of a sudden in my right corner of my eye, coming out of the bathroom in nothing but a pair of underpants, white jocks, is Russell Brand. He's like, hello, mate. I'm like, no way, it's Russell Brand.
Lovely.
So he comes over and, we sit down like this, and he's like, you want a drink?
Yeah.
And I was, all official and stuff, and I was a bit starstruck. I was like, no. Yeah, all right, why
Lovely.
not?
Yeah,
right?
great.
Yeah. So, we had a drink there, we had a bit of a chat, and, the interesting thing is, I asked him, we built up a bit of a rapport, ended up being there for about an hour. A really cool guy. And it turns out it's the first time ever that he got adjusted. He'd flew into Sydney because he was hosting an event there. And, he'd been having issues with his jaw and issues with headaches and upper part of his neck. And someone told him, hey, have you seen a chiropractor? So he had the trust, he had the faith, and, we came out and we adjusted him.
Got it.
And next thing you know, his whole entourage is coming into the hotel. And there's 2 tables there. And
chiropractic tables?
Yeah, it's chiropractic tables.
Yours?
Portable tables. The hotel supplied them.
Nice.
And next thing you know, the whole entourage is getting adjusted. It was like an open adjusting area. They're lying down. There's like 8 of them. And we're just, boom, adjusting. And they were just blown away by it.
Great.
So we sat down and, we had a bit of a conversation, but I was like, okay, where are you living? Where are you staying? He told me where that was. And I was like, all right, let me find someone in that area. And so we found him someone in that area, and, he hooked us up with like VIP tickets and all that kind of stuff, which is really
so
cool.
Good.
And then, it's funny because that was probably about 6 years ago now. I see the video come out not long ago about Russell Brand talking about chiropractic and
really,
about how it clears out your nervous system. You haven't seen it?
No,
Look it up. Russell Brand's doing chiropractic, talking about chiropractic. And
can you put a link on that, brother? Yeah.
Yeah, and so it reminded me of BJ Palmer's quote where he says, the big famous one, you never know how far-reaching something you think, say, or do today can affect the lives of millions tomorrow. And then now Russell Brand is like talking and preaching chiropractic, right?
Love it, man. That's so epic. Fantastic.
So it's pretty cool.